Well, when I first saw her, I turned around to you and was like, is that the woman from the 90s version of Godzilla?
And no,
Only
it
with
wasn't.
black hair? It wasn't. And nobody knows who any of these people are.
Well, that's all right. She right, done a film.
Yeah.
Off I go.
I couldn't recognise anything that Trini had done. I'm not even going to... Go on, you do it. What's the last name?
Alvarado.
I just want to say El Dorado.
Close enough.
Then you have Peter Dobson, who, again, hasn't been in loads. He was in like a few 80s and 90s films. Probably his most prolific film was he played Elvis Presley in Forrest Gump.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You have John Astin.
Mm-hmm.
Sean Astin's dad.
Yep.
Sean Astin was in Toy Soldiers, of course.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
By the way, if anybody wants to see a really cool 90s action film, Toy Soldiers.
Mm-hmm.
Really good film. John Astin. Do you know what he's from?
What is he from?
Well, go on. When I say John Astin, what do you think?
No, because I don't like this game. Just tell me.
Gomez from the Addams Family.
That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah. Was it?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So, yes, Gomez from the Addams Family. I always think of him not as Gomez, but as the scientist in, I think it was Gremlins 2.
Right.
And, no, that was Christopher Lee. Something
Oh, no,
else.
it was Christopher Lee, yeah.
It was.
He's in, Erie, Indiana.
Yes, Erie, Indiana.
That's another.
Thank you. He plays the scientist, doesn't he?
Yeah.
That's it. Thank you. I am so glad you did that. But also, I remember him from Attack of the Killer Tomatoes.
Aha.
Now, not many people like those films. I bloody love them. I love those films. They're so stupid.
You're a special kind of guy.
We might have to watch Revenge of the Killer Tomatoes with George Clooney in it.
We have it on DVD.
We do, along with Garbage Pail Kids.
Yep.
I'm that kind of guy.
I mean, I apologise about all these kind of very random names of things that we're naming. You may not have heard of them, but you should.
We'll talk about Star Wars at some point, I promise you. But we won't talk about that. Hold on one second.
Other thing.
Wait, hold on. Lord of the Rings. No, we won't talk about that.
I don't think enough people would have seen it.
No, exactly. Then you have Jeffrey Combs.
Yes.
Jeffrey Combs plays Milton Dammers.
Yep.
I like him from Reanimator.
Okay.
And if anybody's into like H.P. Lovecraft, watch Reanimator as well as Bride of Reanimator.
Reanimator?
That's it. Thank you. Sorry, I can't talk. I've had 2 glasses of wine.
You're very excited as well.
I am. Jeffrey Combs is awesome. He's done a load of stuff, and he did a film recently. It wasn't The Invitation, and it wasn't Truth or Dare. It was the one where they all sat around the table and they had to do a dare.
Would you rather?
Thank you. Would you rather? He was the head of table for that film, and that's a very good film.
That's excellent too.
Very good film.
Yeah, he's great in this. He's very, very, very strange.
Yes, he is, and also I'll just point out he has very black eyes.
Yes.
In them, and they're very weird, but also those contacts. And I was like, oh my god, they're contacts! Can't believe it. I thought he was naturally black-eyed.
They're very convincing.
I thought it was a black-eyed adult. That one's for Emma.
Aha. Yeah, but he's great. Yeah, he's such a character.
Yeah, I really like him in this film. I will come on to why later on. I really, 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 really dig E.T.'s mum in this film.
Dee Wallace.
Dee Wallace, yes.
Yeah.
Who goes as Dee Wallace Stone now. But yeah, Dee Wallace. She is... So the reason she was in this film was because she was... Peter Jackson thought that she was so angelic as E.T.'s mum that she could never be sinister.
Okay.
And she is bloody sinister in this film.
She's incredible, but she also is very, there's... Before it's revealed that she is very evil, she is very innocent. You know, she does portray the kind of victim very, very well. Very
convincing, yes.
And then she really is very awesome and creepy and very menacing.
Yes, I do like her. One of my favourite parts of that film was where it's just simple. She slides across with the shotgun in her hand.
it's
I'm
very
just
cool.
like, that's awesome.
Yeah, she's
Um,
great.
I also strongly recommend people check out the film The Howling. On top of that, then you have Jake Busey playing Johnny Bartlett. Mm-hmm. Jake Busey, Gary's son.
Oh, Busey, yeah.
Yeah. Busey. I say Busey.
Okay.
Busey?
I can dig it.
No, Busey sounds right. Busey's right.
I don't know.
Busey is right, Freya.
I'll give him a call.
Jake Busey. He's done some films.
So he's the bad guy.
Yeah, Johnny.
Yeah. He's got a great face.
I liked his... obviously, he's got his hair all slicked back, looking really cool. But when he's in ghost form, it's burnt because he was put in the electric chair.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's awesome.
Yeah, it's very
Really cool. There's a couple of little touches in this film that I really like.
It really, he still kind of retains that over-the-top horror element in this. It's obviously not as gory, but it's got those little touches that are really creative.
I will come to that later on. And then you have Jim Fife as Stu and Chi McBride as Cyrus. Mm-hmm. Those are the two ghosts.
Yeah, the friendly ghosts.
Yeah, the friendly ghosts. Which, they're all right.
They're fine.
Right on.
They're good.
No, I like it. I like it.
I like them too. I think they're a good bit of kind of comic relief.
What's your favourite line?
My favourite line, it comes from Milton Dammers.
Cool.
Obviously the best character.
Jeffrey Combs, he's awesome.
Yep. And so Frank says, "You are such an asshole." And Dammers replies, "Yes, I am. I'm an asshole with an Uzi."
That is a damn fine line.
It is good, isn't it?
Mine's a little bit simple, and it's probably the one which most people will come up with, but I really like it. And that's the judge, played by John Astin, where he says, "I like it when they lie still like that."
And the context is?
He's just had sex with a mummy.
Yep. That is an Egyptian dead person.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like
it's
that.
a bit rapey.
It is a bit rapey, but it's also very, very funny.
I just an honourable mention for the kind of line that precedes that, which is, "There's a reason they call me the hanging judge."
That is a good line. I almost had that as my favourite line. So glad you put that in.
Oh, you're welcome.
What's your favourite scene?
So, my favourite scene is Frank has just been on the scene of another person being killed. It's Magda. Who is she a journalist or?
Yeah, she's an editor.
Yeah, so anyway, he's just run out of this event and he's kidnapped her and then she dies.
Well, he's saves
her, sorry, but they think kidnapping her. Anyway, so it's back in the police station and Dammers is talking to the police chief.
Yeah.
And he's saying, "Oh, we won't see him for a long time. He's wily, he's smart." And then Frank just walks in behind him.
Hi, Frank.
Hi, Frank. Yeah, it's great. It's really funny. Really, really tickled me.
There's a lot of little funny lines. There's a lot of funny bits. It's quite, yeah.
It's good. It's got moments like that. What's your favourite scene?
I'm gonna cheat.
Oh,
because I couldn't pin one moment in the film. I like the effects in it.
Yeah.
But I'm going to say that I really like any scene with Milton Dammers.
Yes.
Because he is...
he's such a weirdo.
He's such a weirdo, but you're fixated on him. I mean, his reveals when he takes off... in the police station, he takes off his shirt and he's wearing the lead body armour.
Yeah.
Right on that, dude. And then he's just kidnapped Lucy and he's in the graveyard and he takes off his whole shirt.
Again.
And he's got no nipples and loads of satanic stuff.
Because he's worked undercover with all these cults.
With all the cults, yeah. And he apparently was a sex slave for Charlie Manson.
Yeah.
Like, okay.
He's just, but, I mean, his facial acting, the way
his haircut.
Yeah, the way he moves his mouth is really captivating and it's just so... You can't take his eyes off your eyes.
His just body language is so watchable.
You should definitely watch this film just for that character because he's so brilliant.
He is very, very good in that. Do you want to get on some facts then?
Yes, please.
Okay, I will then.
See, come on.
Okay.
Get on with it.
It was during filming this film on location in New Zealand. Beautiful, I might add. that Michael J. Fox made up his mind that he'd had enough of being away from his family and making movies and decided to head back to the small screen and star in new sitcom Spin City. I love that show. This turned out to be his last leading film.
Oh,
Which is a bit of a shame. He's not dead.
I
I've
know.
got to tell you
I know
that.
he's not dead.
You know. It was originally planned to be a Tales from the Crypt feature, but executive producer Robert Zemeckis liked the script so much he decided it should stand on its own and not be a part of a series.
Wow.
This one's a bit of a long one. Weta Digital, Weta, W-E-T-A, Weta Limited, Peter Jackson's visual effects company, had to expand their capacity from 1 computer to 35 in order to meet the visual effects demands for this movie.
Wow.
They had good use for them afterwards, as their next project was special effects heavy trilogy, The Lord of the Rings.
Stop it.
And basically, they managed to use it again. They almost were like, oh, we're stuck with all these computers. I know, let's make a trilogy of films.
So that's the only reason, just for practical purposes.
Pretty much. I mean, what? Anyway.
Crap, we need to make sure these are tax deductible.
Yeah. Tom Cruise, Matthew Broderick, John Cusack, and Danny DeVito, wait for the fact, were considered for the part of Frank Bannister if Michael J. Fox pulled out.
I'm so here for Danny DeVito in anything.
Danny DeVito would be pretty awesome.
That would be great.
Yeah. They always want to have Tom Cruise as it, don't they? But then again, he makes them big bucks, doesn't he? So,
He does, yeah.
He brings all the girls to the yard.
Does he?
I mean, not literally. He gets bums in seats.
Only when he's in Legend and he's wearing, like, a smock. And, like, has his whole legs out.
Is that the only reason?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, okay. The film was originally made to be a PG-13, or PG in our country. Mm-hmm. However, the MPAA thought the film was too intense for that rating and gave it an R.
Oh.
No matter how much Peter Jackson would edit the movie to try and get the desired rating, the ratings board would keep it an R, including citing silly reasons such as the door was shot by a gun too many times. Jackson was so angry at this that he decided to just say whatever and made it a bit more gorier.
Good.
So well done, Pete. The director's cameo, Peter Jackson, where Frank just walks out of, I think it's the paper shop, the newspaper place.
Yeah.
And he bumps into a heavy metal guy. Mm-hmm. That's Peter Jackson. And he's got all piercings all over the place. Now, the funny thing about that was the day that he was shooting it.
Yeah.
He had all these piercings and tattoos and leather jackets. But that was the day that the studio decided to invite the media to do the publicity for the film.
Oh, that's amazing.
That is awesome. So, those are my facts.
There were some lovely facts.
I strongly recommend this film.
Yeah.
I will definitely say that Jerry from Hardly Paranormal loves this film.
Good taste.
Yeah, he does have good taste. And a bunch of people have been saying, oh, I can't wait. I've had quite a few messages saying, I can't wait for that.
Yeah,
so,
I think it's great. There are some really class acts in this.
It's a fun film.
It is.
And it will make you want to watch Beetlejuice, Gremlins and Arachnophobia.
There you go. So you've got the next few days of viewing set up already.
Exactly. Give me some links, Freya.
You can email us on fullmoviepodcast@gmail.com. On Twitter, we are @fullmoviepoduk. And on Instagram, @fullmoviepodcast.
Yeah. So just come on over, say hi.
Yeah.
You know.
Let us know what you think of the podcast, what you think of the new, longer episodes.
Yeah, oh, please do. Give us some films that you want to see us do.
Yeah, we're always open for suggestions.
Yeah.
If they're crap, we won't do it, but there you go. We won't tell you.
Yeah, we'll say, we're totally going to do that one.
If we've got time.
Fun enough, that's the next film. Shh.
But in all seriousness, we're always open for suggestions, so please do drop a line.
Drop a line.
Drop
They're
us a
not
line.
fishing.
Or phoning us.
Or phoning us.
Call
What?
81-811-8181.
What's that, the phone number to?
Ghostwatch.
And
I don't know.
going live.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. So leave us a like and review wherever you get these podcasts, wherever